Good morning, you guys. It is like 8:15 this morning and I'm getting ready to go to Costco. I wish I could have cleaned out the fridge like before I went to Costco, like yesterday, but it's all gonna happen on the same day. So let's clean out this fridge. Let's get it fresh and ready for new groceries. You all right, sissy? Yeah. She's good. Just frustrated that she can't get up on her own chair. First of all, you guys, look at the state of my fridge. Like, it's just gotten insane. You might be like, girl, why are you going grocery shopping? It looks full. Some of these things need to come out. They're just in there and they're old and we're not eating them, but I haven't gotten around to cleaning them out. But most of my grocery haul today for Costco is actually dried goods. It's not really produce. We have plenty of produce on hand, like from the farmer's market and stuff. So I'm just gonna clean this out, make sure all the shelves are clean, because I've been noticing things like this. Ew, how does that even happen? But like, we've had kiwis in the last week, so a bunch of kiwi stuff is all over there. We just need to clean it out, make sure everything is good. You want the bagel? Yeah, okay. Let me get breakfast ready first. They're done right now, and then I'm gonna put some butter on it and give you some fruit with it. I took them out a little early. We're gonna do blueberries, fresh blueberries, some watermelon. I'll chop that up a little bit. And then we have fresh homemade sourdough bagels. And we're gonna do some dairy-free butter right here, this stuff. What is it? Does anybody want me to peel off the hard part of the bagel? Okay. It's a unicorn blankie. A deer? A deer or Doug Days?
Doug Day. Mommy,
That's silly. Are you the old man or the dog? And now we start on cleaning out the fridge. I was so happy to get this done. I try to do this before we do any kind of Costco hauls or anything like that, and it might look like we have a ton of produce, and that's because we do, from the farmer's market. I can't remember if I already mentioned this earlier in the video because it's been a while since I've edited this, and now I'm coming back for the voiceover, but we weren't really mainly going for produce on this specific Costco haul. I'm just using my Force of Nature cleaner and a dusty old rag. Also, let me show you before I clean it out. Oh my, dirty. I have all my salad stuff out and I know I'm gonna have a very long day at Costco, so I'm actually gonna prep my salad right now and put it in the fridge for when I come back. I'm eating my kids' leftover watermelon, but I'm gonna start with all this garden kale that one of my mentor moms here gave to me from her garden. And then my homemade salad dressing that needs to be stirred up. This is from the Plant Over Processed book by Earthy Andy. The recipe is also on her Instagram. And then I'm just gonna massage the kale.
Butternut Cheerios.
I
Yeah, I would do.
And then we'll use up some of our red leaf lettuce from the farmer's market.
When you eat
Oh,
butter,
let me see, honey.
you get butterfingers.
Well, would you like us to wipe the butter off your fingers? And then this is some green leaf lettuce from the farmer's market. I just prep all this at one time, and usually I actually go through it, but I think I kind of got off my salads kick a little bit for a couple days, and now I've got some stuff going bad on me. So we're just gonna try and use up as much as we can. But if I don't prep it all at the same time, I'm not going to eat it. I do not have time to prep it every single time. So I either prep it and some of it goes bad, okay, or I don't prep it and all of it goes bad. I'm also gonna put in some leaves of fresh basil. The baby is getting fussy, so I gotta go. But I'm gonna chop this up with my salad choppers right here. I'll have these linked down below. They're like one of my most used kitchen appliances, and if you love salads too, you need these. All right, next I'm gonna put just a little bit of diced white onion on it. I already have some prepped cucumbers ready to go, and I love the crunch that they give salads. I just keep them in a plastic bag or something airtight with a paper towel to soak up extra water, and they stay good. And then when I get home, I will put on avocado with some lime and sea salt. I'll show you guys all this. And then a protein. I am currently sitting here in my living room filming this voiceover with a precious 3-month-old baby girl sitting on my lap. Oh my gosh, she is just the epitome of joy. You will see her start to make her appearance here in the video shortly. And my older two are off playing, which is so fun. I've loved seeing their bond grow too as we have had this third baby. And I am totally back into my multitasking era. I mean, you kind of always are as a mom, but with a baby, I feel like it is a whole nother level because they literally cannot fend for themselves in any kind of way. So you're always feeding or holding or doing things with one hand. And let me tell you, it's like a superpower. I'm just gonna say it. So I've been going through the fridge here and I'm trying to go out level by level, and I should have started at the top and worked my way down. Honestly, I was just kind of starting at eye level and I just needed to start. I feel like that's been hard for me these days, is just starting, because it all feels overwhelming and I don't know where to start. And then when I start in a specific spot, I'm like, oh, I should have started in a different spot. I'm just overthinking it. So I am just trying to, hello, Logan is paying me a visit here. Okay, that was a perfect case in point. Because there's 3 of them and 1 of me, I am constantly tending to their needs, which I love. It is my favorite part of the day. My favorite part of life is being a mom. I love it so much. But as far as getting things done, it can take a while to just get started. I have quite the patient baby over here waiting for me, but I wanted to show you everything we got rid of. I'm getting rid of this box. We have some Tupperware under here. Some old cough syrup. Actually, this one needs to go back in the fridge because this one wasn't opened. An onion, pepper, some beets. This is coconut sugar and butter. SpaghettiOs. Let's see. An old banana, mayo, some yogurt that didn't get eaten by yesterday, and some fruit bowls. We love to see it. Here's how the salad turned out. I still don't have any protein on there, but I'm honestly just starving and I want to just eat this. So, lime on top of the avocado with a little bit of sea salt, and some corn went on there. And then probably after this, I'll end up having like a smoothie bowl or something. Having that prepped lunch made all the difference, but now I am going ahead and refilling our snack cartons here. I don't know, what would you call these? Snack organizers. I found these specific divided organizers at Costco. They came in a 4-pack. I'm not sure if they're still there. They tend to switch up their organizers every now and then. They are by the brand iDesign. I love having all my stuff by iDesign because all of the plastic looks the same. So they're all these plastic dividers. I have them all throughout my house, in my fridge, in our cabinets, in my pantry. You name it, I have them in almost every single room of the house. But I like it because when I buy that same brand, they're all a cohesive looking container, which I think is part of the desire to my eye. That is not the right word of it. I'm a little distracted doing this voiceover. Wow, I'm trying to get my mind in the right space, but I'm so glad that I got this stuff done because it makes my life so much easier being able to do like these little snack bins so the kids can go ahead and grab their own snacks without asking me a million times for something. I also love keeping these big cereal containers. They are by the brand OXO or OXO. I'm not really sure how you say it. And I use those for snacks. Those are a little bit up high, but my kids have learned how to reach them by standing on the like 10-gallon buckets that I have sitting below with like flour and rice in them. And they can get those now, so that's great. But I keep crackers, granola, just little things in there instead of having like all the packaging out. So this one I'm using the Purely Elizabeth sweet and salty granola. This stuff had to grow on me a little bit, but now I love it. I'm also repacking our fruit drawer here, and you might be wondering like why I was a little bit distracted doing this voiceover. It's not on purpose. I'm just trying to find a time in the day to do this, but I'm also watching them renovate our backyard right now as I am doing the voiceover to this. We've been waiting over a year to get our backyard renovated, and I don't really know a better word for it, but they are completely renovating it. We took out trees, the whole backyard was a complete forest, but not with any healthy trees. They were all dead and dying trees. And so we cleared it out so that we would have room for the kids to play and stuff like that. By the way, I'm making these breakfast cookies right now as part of the meal prep. They're super easy to do. It's just 2 cups of oats, half a cup of peanut butter, 3 bananas, and then whatever mix-ins you want to add. I just add chocolate chips and raisins, and then I just take I'm doing a tablespoon scoop here and doing 2 tablespoons. Usually I do 1/4 a cup though, and it works really well. Take a cookie scoop if you have that and you're not like me who has, like, I'm trying to keep all my drawers clear of stuff because I hate clutter, but I could really use some cookie scoops. I use them all the time, or I would use them all the time. So I go ahead and put those in the oven, 20 minutes at 350. I'm also making myself a bowl of watermelon, trying to get that out of the fridge. That was one of the things that I pulled out of the fridge, and I was like, we need to get to eating that. And then I pulled out a lime that hadn't been used yet either, and I did some watermelon with some lime, and oh my gosh, you guys, incredible. They are out of the oven, and Derek said they look like poop on a plate, but y'all are just gonna have to trust me. These are so good. I just got done feeding the baby, and now it's my turn. Like a warm hug, you know? But all whole ingredients. Don't count the chocolate chips, okay? Those are free. Okay, we are moving on to a roasted tomatillo. I wanted to say salsa. It's not that. I'm making green enchilada sauce with roasted tomatillos, roasted jalapenos. The flavor of this is so incredible. I have to warn you, I went a little spicy, okay? I will try and post the recipe down below that I used, because I used one online, and she calls for green chilies like in a can, but I wanted to get the fresh roasted like tomatillo flavor. So I went and got these tomatillos from my farmer's market. I cannot find them in store, so in case you're like, girl, where are you finding those? At the farmer's market. Yours might have them in store though. I guess it would just depend on where you're at. But anyways, I'm just shelling those. I'm gonna wash all these, and then I'm gonna throw them in the oven, and then I'm going to remember not to wear this shirt again until I keep losing the baby weight. It was a humbling moment, okay, when I uploaded all of this footage into my like editor in here, and I was like, oh my goodness, I should have looked in the mirror. It just, I mean, hey, you know what? I'm 3 months postpartum. I'm trying to give my body some grace here, although I have to say I feel like I'm kind of rushing it in my mind a little bit, but the weight is slowly coming off. I say that hesitantly because it's very slow. It is coming off, which is great, but I would love for it to be just a little bit quicker. I am not someone who bounces back super quickly after giving birth, and I know this, and my expectations, I think, were just a little bit unrealistic, but I would like to fit into my clothes again. So anyway, I'm going ahead and just cutting these tomatillos in half, but I'm cutting them in half horizontally, not lengthwise. So I'm trying to show you that here. It's not working very well. Basically, you would have a stem on each end. Yeah, and it worked out perfectly. And then you put them like the juicy side down, the skin side is up, and then we'll roast them in the oven. I can't remember how long I did. I think it was like 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, because I had 2 trays going in there. I sprayed them with some avocado oil and then roasted them in the oven for about 25 minutes until they became blistery. I don't know that you would have to do it that long though if you didn't have 2 trays in there, because you put it on broil and that's how you get like the skin to become blistery. Anyway, I feel like I'm just repeating myself now. But I did end up doing 3 jalapenos because I was like, oh, that's what I have on hand. Like, I'm just going to throw those guys in there. Who did I think I was? Who did I think I was? Somebody please tell me, because I am not somebody who loves spice. And let me tell you guys, my mouth was on fire after I made this I was going to say jalapeno sauce. It might as well be a jalapeno sauce because that's how freaking spicy this thing is. But I decided to also roast the oven. I'm going to roast the oven. Oh, I'm going to roast the onion with it. My mind is a little bit foggy. That is also something that happens to me after giving birth. Very used to it. Mentally, I feel like I'm doing very well, and I'm so happy and so thankful for that. But I think I'm doing mentally very well because I'm letting a lot of other stuff go. In particular, my house. My house always looks like a train wreck has gone off in it. I'm just trying to find that balance again. It does become easier, once the baby can hold their own head up and like can kind of entertain themselves for maybe 3 minutes on the floor or something like that. Or case in point right now, like I had her on my lap when I was doing the first part of this voiceover during this video, but now she's actually sleeping, and so is Isla. Isla is also sleeping, and Logan is watching a show, and so I have a couple minutes to myself. Anyway, so does any of that matter? No, it does not. Just trying to give you a little glimpse into my life right now, and you know what? It is so fun. I am just seriously loving it. I could not love it any more. I am just also trying to find the balance because 3 kids is a whole new world. So I'm taking all that roasted stuff, added a couple extra things to it. Again, I will post the loosely used recipe down below. And then I'm blending that stuff up to get it as smooth and creamy as I can. And here's a taste test coming for you, and you guys can see. I'm like, holy crap. But in order to, I had to try it with a chip. I was like, well, let's just see like really how spicy is this stuff. So I am going to be preserving this stuff by putting it in freezer bags and throwing it in the freezer so that anytime I need an enchilada sauce, these are going to be easy to defrost and pull out. Do you guys know how expensive enchilada sauce is when you're going for the healthy brand? It's like $5 a jar. Okay, that's just insane. So I think I got 4 bags out of this, and I wrote on there green enchilada sauce with the date that I made it, and then I wrote kind of spicy. So I will know to add like a cream component to it when I go ahead and make it. If you guys have never had like a white green enchilada sauce, it is so good. It's so good. I think I'm adding a half a cup to each of these, or maybe a full cup to each of these, something around those lines. It just depends on how much you want for each one. I'm just trying to equally divide it into the bags. The last bag got kind of gypped with the amount though, but that's okay. I'm just going to add more cream to that one, but the cream will take the spiciness down a little bit, so I'm not too worried about it. So then I'm going to throw these guys into the freezer. I'm going to try and lay them flat. Of course, I needed to clean out this one part of the freezer because I was like, man, that got a little crusty. But I don't have time to clean out the whole freezer. So we just do what we can. When we see it, we try to tackle it. That's the new approach I'm trying to take. I'll let you guys know how it works in approximately 2 days. But I'm just laying these flat so that when I take them out to defrost them, they're going to defrost quickly rather than if they were balled up into a ball. Also, it's a lot easier to store them when they're flat like that. And I decided I needed a little treat. I made these chocolate crinkle cookies based on a recipe from the back of a Trader Joe's gluten-free flour bag. Oh my gosh, they were beyond good. I wish I had filmed that for you guys. Now I'm just making some peanut butter stuffed dates because these are a staple in our household and they are so easy. The only thing is they take a minute of prep. It's not anything like crazy or anything, but I don't want to be doing this every single time the kids are asking for peanut butter stuffed dates. I want to have healthy snacks on hand ready to go. I'm trying to set myself up for success here. So you can see some little baby legs kicking off into the distance there. She's so adorable. Oh my gosh. And yeah, so I'm just cutting the dates lengthwise, but I am not cutting them all the way through. I don't think you could cut them all the way through because they have a pit in the middle. You see me taking that out on the side there. You're going to discard those. I didn't have any bad dates in here, but if you see dates that are completely black on the inside, they're bad. Don't eat them. So I am just pitting them, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a little slathering of peanut butter in there. This is a new peanut butter jar, and I was so impressed. It was just so satisfying digging some peanut butter out of there. It's just the Kirkland peanut butter because it's just peanuts and salt. But I try not to put too much peanut butter in these. Otherwise, they're a huge mouthful, and they're kind of hard to eat. So it looks like I'm doing a lot of peanut butter. I'm not. I'm barely putting just a little bit on the base of it. And then I'm going to load them into whatever Tupperware that I want to put them in. I wouldn't do a plastic bag for these. I think it would get all over the plastic bag before it froze. So I'm using a Tupperware, and then I'm going to put these Enjoy Life mini chocolate chips on top. I feel like mini chocolate chips are the key to this because they don't rip up the roof of your mouth, but you still get that chocolate piece. And then I'm doing another layer here on top. And then I'm just going to seal these guys up and freeze them. Don't forget the chocolate chips, of course. Those are the favorite part. I'm just going to seal these up and put them in the freezer, and they will be ready to go for our snacks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe for more. I got lots more videos coming up. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.